Alright guys, just wanted to do another update on the trike. I've been cleaning up the garage. Pulled the trike out, spun around, been busy. Recently did the rotors. Yesterday did my rotors and new brakes on my truck. I mean, these things were toasted. You can see how badly they were rusted. I was getting a really bad wobble. Look at that. Pretty bad. But I've been slowly working on the trike. I got the light installed, and I was able to put in the metal on the bottom here. So you can see I got my drill here. Real quick, I'll show what I did. Again, my welds are a little wonky. Just, basically learning as I work on this. But let's see here. I can get this out real quick. Hold on. Get this out. Alright. That should be a little bit better of an idea. So you can see, I don't know if you can see that underneath, where I've got it in here on the sides. Obviously I'm going to have to do a lot of filling in with Bondo, but there's my welds there. Then I also added, I'm going to lay this down on the side. Here's my filler piece. I got to fill this in. I kind of do like a curve slope. That just helps fill in the dead area that I had on the back of the fender. Working on the metalwork here. I'm a little crooked. Right in here, there's a piece touching here. So I got to grind all this back so this piece will sit smooth. I'm just going to bolt it in through the torsion covers. Just got to grind this back a bit. This is that piece that I made from the leftover bits of the fenders that I cut down. And this will sit on here. I think that'll be a pretty good looking transition. And then with the fender on. I don't know. I had an issue with the carburetor earlier this year. Garage door shut. I had an issue with the carburetor earlier in the year, and turns out I just didn't have these adapter bolts in all the way, so the nut wasn't coming through, so I had an air gap here. But you know, when I took this off to restore it, I had this is all plugged up with carbon, so I had to drill a hole in on the side to clear all the carbon out, and then I used a little piece of metal and I welded it in. Turns out I have a pinhole leak back here, because I'm having a bitch of a time getting my carburetor adjusted to run on a really smooth idle. So I think I might have to do with the air leak in there. Probably during the winter I'm pulling the motor back off, and I'm going to pull the carb and take the manifold back off, and then I'll fix that weld on there. I was thinking of using JB weld, but I'm not sure. I'm going to be stopping right now on the trike just for a little bit. So every fall I do a golf tournament, Golf Tobier Fest. I'll show you over here. Here's my main trophy. And we go and do a round of golf. And then we come back to my house. Everyone has to bring a craft beer with them that we all partake in. These are just some of my beers that I have had. And here's one of my friends left this trophy quite a while ago. He hasn't picked it up, but also the Red Oak Beer Stein trophy that I made. You can see that there. Golf Tobier Fest Champion 2013. I hand fabricated those whole things. So I'm going to start working on my trophies for my golf tournament. And then I don't know if I've ever showed my garage. I built this whole system here, I don't know, about 3 years ago now. I started with a couple ideas, and it just kind of manifested into this big old thing. I just used, you know, in Home Depot, little recessed, just those little springy clamp metal that just reflect the light. Took the clamps off and I kind of made my own recessed lighting. I did one over there, and then, you know, one here and here. And then I did all LED lighting in here, just with the shelving. It's pretty cool. My radio, my little thing there. Just ran the switch for everything right underneath. Just makes it easy. And that's for storage, you know, little jar I made. Just keep some crap in here. Some of my sculpting tools work on my costumes and stuff that I do. My wife, my sandblaster I bought when I first started doing the trike over. I was going to initially keep the heads, but they're all up in the top over here. And then just the granite. I recently put in granite in the kitchen. That's leftover pieces I had there. Here's my old master cylinder. I talked about that in a previous video on the diameter on that one there. As you can see, I had see if I can put it up here. Bring my boss's wet saw back to him. Borrow that to put my backsplash in. You see, I got my new you know, I upgraded to the urethane moldings, because when I took them off, you can see these are pretty crusty. These are just blown out. So I got the chrome ones on the trike, and I got the urethane ones here. And I'm not sure all the wiring, so I bought a wiring harness for a sand rail or a dune buggy, which I figured would be hopefully pretty similar to what I'll need. But I'll find out. I went with the stainless braided hoses there, and then that's the new master cylinder there. And I went with the billet reservoir, even though you're really not going to see it's going to be in the bottom, but you can see the difference there in the diameter, and that's where I'm going to have some trouble getting a hole big enough to cut through. And that's a huge thick plate of metal, way thicker than a 1/4 inch at least. So I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I'm hoping maybe a step down bit with the diameter that I needed would clear it out enough in order to do it. I got new brake lines that I'll use for the project. And here's the other light. It was one of the tins that I had, but I wanted to round it out more, so I bought another one. New clutch cable. I also have a new see in here, my goodness, my throttle cable here, universal. Just, you know, all the parts and pieces. But I don't know, just want to do an update. Everyone knows, still working on it. Not as much progress as I would like. Thought I scored a new rim on Craigslist, but the diameter that I have from here to here on the inside is 4.5 inches, and the one that I saw was 7.5 inches. So it would have been great too. It was a 21 inch. The chrome on it was awesome. The tire looked good. It was only 150 bucks, but it was too wide. I didn't know if there's a part that the rotor for the brakes attaches to. I didn't know if that was removable or not. But I had my kids with me in the thrift shop. They were starting to dig through everything, so I had to go. So I'm hoping to get all the front end work done during the winter and get this stuff sent out to be re-chromed. I'm going to order my new lights, rework this as I said before, and then you've seen the seats and everything a million times before. I don't know. That's where I'm at. The old quarter keg gas tank over there. As I said before, down in there, that's where the I gotta drill the holes for the new master cylinder. So, alright guys, I just want to let you know I'm still tinkering away on her. Not as much progress as I'd like, but I'm hoping in the next month and a half or so I'll have all the trophies done, and the costume work that I got to do with my wife for our trip that we do every year, and then really planning on working on this thing all winter long to get it done. But again, another close-up on my pretty bad welds here. But it'll work. That's what Bondo's for, huh? Alright, have a good night, guys. Or ladies, I don't know. 4 subscribers now. So cool. That's, what? Like 400% better than what I've had for the last 2 years. So thank you everyone who's subscribing. Any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to post. And, I don't know. I just feel like, I bought an air nibbler. You can see over there on the wall to cut the steel, because I've been having a hard time. I'm blowing through grinding discs on it, and it doesn't cut it. It works on, copper, and some copper here. It works pretty good on the copper, but not on the metal. This is a piece that I'm working on here. That's for this side of the back here. You can see it's got the beginning of it here. Just want to show I got some progress on that. But I got to finish sculpting that and get it to match the contour of the fenders. And yeah, all right. I'll see everyone later. All right, bye.